Okay, now that we have placed our mBank logo in the splash screens, we're going to format the icons, which are basically just a smaller version of the splash screens. And the important things to remember here are that we scale the logo down to the right size, we place it on the correct background, and we group it in the correct folder. And to do this, we're going to follow the same process. We're simply going to select a background, and you'll see that it's highlighted here in our layers list. And we're going to want to duplicate a mBank logo that we've been using earlier. And remember, we can use the keyboard shortcut Command-J to duplicate a layer. And since I've highlighted the icon at 2x down here, I can just grab my new mBank logo copy and drag it into the correct folder, and then in the work window, move it roughly into position down here. Let's close up that old folder just to keep our layers list clean. And at this point, we're going to want to zoom in so that we can really work in fine detail with the icons. And to zoom, you can either hold down Option and scroll in, hovering over the area where you want to zoom, or you can hold Command and then hit the plus and minus keys on your keyboard. So let's use Option and zoom and get really nice and close on this icon at 2x. Now, you'll remember that we can scale a logo by grabbing a corner and holding Shift and Alt at the same time and then dragging. And if you hit return, you'll save your changes. And we're going to want to position this approximately in the center of the background. Grab a corner, scale it down, hit return, and you can kind of nudge it over with the keyboard arrows. So that looks just about right. So I'll go ahead and delete my old mBank logo and maybe scale this a little smaller. I'm just hitting Command H to show the transform controls. And I'll grab the corner here, get it a little smaller. You don't want to add too much padding around the outside of a logo because these icons are going to be shown at a fairly small size, and too much padding will actually make the logo too small. So now we'll simply highlight both layers in the layers list by holding Shift and clicking both layers. And then we'll align horizontally and align vertically. And we can zoom out using Command minus, and we can see our logo. You can check out the zoom level down here in the bottom left. It'll say 100% or 66 or 50 or 33. Or you can zoom to a more specific level scrolling. So we finished icon at 2x, and now we're just going to repeat this process for the smaller logos. You'll notice that the logo will get pretty small as we work our way down to mDPI, which is okay. mDPI is an icon that will be shown on really small screens for Android devices, and the small icon size is pretty normal. So again, duplicate the layer with Command J, drag it roughly into position on the XDPI icon. We'll click the background here because you'll notice that our duplicate is behind the splash screen, or I'm sorry, the icon background. So we'll find our copy, drag it into position. You see it moves into the foreground here. Delete the old mBank logo, scale it down, hit return, highlight both layers, and align. Duplicate, find our HDPI background, grab the copy, move it into position, grab the copy in our work window, move it over here, scale it down, hit return, delete the old mBank logo, and then align vertically, align horizontally. And we're almost done. Command J, duplicate, find my background for the mDPI icon, move the copy into position, grab the copy in the work window, move it roughly on top of and centered on the icon background, delete the mBank logo, and scale down, return, and align. We can zoom way in to get a really good look at these. And these look about right. And that's it. We've created icons for our phone branding template.